Welcome everyone. Is iOS 14 beta not for you? That's fine, because I'm going to show you how to remove iOS 14 beta and downgrade back to iOS 13. Now, this tutorial is working as of Thursday, 25th of June. However, if you're watching in probably mid-September, I'd assume this tutorial will not work anymore on your device. So this will be a two-step tutorial. I would like to show you how to remove the profile of your device, then I would like to show you the downgrade process. Removing the profile means that after you downgrade, Apple doesn't forcibly update you back to iOS 14. So to remove the profile, open Settings, find General, now find Device Management, and then you can see right here, iOS 14 and iPadOS 14 beta software profile. And you're going to tap on it, and you're going to tap on Remove Profile, Remove, and it says restart required. Just tap on Not Now. If you have a Mac, but Pro or Air or whatever, then the restart is required. But on the iPhones and the iPads, for some reason, they actually did a good job and you don't need to restart. So we're still on iOS 14, and if we go for software updates, it's still going to show iOS 14. This is because in order to actually downgrade iOS 14 back to iOS 13, we need a Windows or Mac computer. Now, some people were struggling to hear the Windows part. Yes, you can use a Windows computer or a Mac. The process is basically the same. So I'll show you a brief tutorial in this video, but if you like a full in-depth tutorial, 12 minutes long, it will cover all of your issues and how to fix them. I will leave that tutorial in the description. So you want to head over to this site, ipsw.me. And then you want to find your device. So mine's the iPhone 10. So I would go for iPhone 10. And you can see right here, there are two options, GSM or global. To summarize it, if you're in America, choose GSM. If you're in any other country, choose global. But keep in mind that if your iPhone is a US iPhone and you're in the, like the UK or something like that, then you'd want to choose GSM. But I would just say, if you're in the US, choose GSM. If you're in the UK, choose global. If you're having any issues downgrading, then you can always choose the other firmware file. If I install GSM IPSW on a global device, it's not going to brick it. So just keep that in mind, right? And if it shoves you in recovery mode, you install the other IPSW and you're good to go. So I'm in the UK. I'll click on global. And you can see right here, signed IPSW. So you can see 13.5.1 is signed. However, if you're running, if you're watching this video at a later date and 13.5.1 or iOS 13.6 is in the unsigned IPSWs area, this means you cannot downgrade to it. You can probably click on it and you start the download option, but when you go into iTunes or Finder, it's not going to let you downgrade, right? So do not try. So it's signed, so click on it, and we'll click on the blue download, and you'll see you have a firmware file installing. Now, if you're on Windows, you're going to need to install iTunes, right? You can usually search up iTunes download, right? I'll leave it in the description, of course, and it's this one right here. This will bring you to the iTunes download page. You want to scroll down, right? And then you want to find, so it's giving me the options to download 64-bit, but usually it will say get it from Microsoft. So you scroll down, you click on looking for other versions, you click on Windows, then you click on download now 64-bit. You then download it, then you install the .exe onto your device. So you can see this is the firmware file, but for sake of time, I'm not going to fully install it. And you will need to make sure you have it fully installed. Keep in mind, if ipsw.me says that the firmware is signed, yet you cannot downgrade properly, it gives you like some error code, like I think it's error 14 or error 9, could be other error codes because Apple, then you're going to have to reinstall the IPSW. This is an issue with your internet cutting out for a little bit, and it's essentially blocked the downgrade. So again, you will need to reinstall the IPSW, make sure you use a tethered connection like an Ethernet cable or even an iPhone hotspot through USB. So once the IPSW has finished, open up Finder or iTunes, depends on which one you use, and you need to plug in your device to the computer. So I'm going to get my charging cable, just like this, and we will plug one side into, you know, port X, and then the lightning port, if you have USB-C iPad, you know, USB-C port into the other side. You should know how to plug in an iPhone. So it'll be plugged in. If there's a trust pop-up, just tap on trust and enter in your details. So we're going to see iPhone, and we will see update and restore. So you can see check for update and restore iPhone. If you restore iPhone, you're going to lose all your data, so don't do that. But first of all, make sure you back up your device by clicking on backup now. That is the best idea. And once you backed up, you'll know because like the process will finish. You're going to have to do the following. So on Mac, to the left of the control key, and did I just say to the left? To the right of the control key and to the left of the command key, there's an option key. It might say Alt at the top. You want to hold down on this key and then click on check for update, and you'll see a window. Now, if you're running Windows, you're going to hold down Shift and then left click check for update. You'll see a similar field, and you just need to navigate to where the download is. So on macOS, it'll be in downloads, and you'd find the IPSW, because I didn't install it, I don't see it. You'd click on open, it will say you want to downgrade, and then the process will start. I mean, it won't say downgrade, it will say update, but it's going to downgrade your device. Now, if you'd like to see the full process of that, I will leave my my longer downgrade tutorial in the description. This tutorial is meant for people who know what they're doing, right? You know, they just want to get on and do the downgrade. So this video helped you out, leave a like, bye bye.